I've always said these things, members. It is evident that Dr. Ogwel really gets kickbacks from people, from federations. I wouldn't want to talk about other federations. I'll talk about my own federation. I'm with these colleagues of mine here. We were in a meeting, and some other colleagues who are just in this office, you can interact with them. The time we are going for South Africa, that's where this whole saga started. Dr. Ogwel gave us 100 million. He deposited the funds on the accounts. He sent the three members of executive, the former members, that is Mr. Mhumuza, that is Amina Mande, and Hajat Nambus. They told us Dr. Ogwel had said, out of the 100 million, he wanted a kickback of 40, almost 50%. I've said this to the CID. It is not the first time I'm saying this. I've said this in the meeting with National Council of Sports. They cannot deny it. If they are genuine, let them present the minutes of those meetings. The chairman told you we've had over 9 meetings. In all the 9 meetings, I've said this. I've said this in another meeting where we had the Board of Trustees, where we had National Council members. I said this. I again said this when we were in a meeting with the Honorable Minister of State for Sports. I'm quoting all these people because I've said this. So when Dr. Ogwel asked for a kickback of 40 million, we told these people that he had sent that we don't have that kind of money, and we refused to give him the money. We allocated funds, and they were done. We left this office, we went to the airport, I went through the VIP, they went through the other side. Reaching on the plane, Amina Mand and Mhumuza were not on the plane without me knowing, without the players knowing. We reached South Africa, we were stuck. Reaching out to them, they told us some people would come and pick us. We were there almost for 4 hours, stuck. Other teams had left us there. Finally, they came and picked us. They joined us. I'm trying to cut the story short. They joined us after 2 days. Dr. Ogwel also came to South Africa. After the 2 days, we asked them, where are the allowances for the players? They said it was a complicated situation. They would explain later. I was hard on them. That's when they started telling us. When we returned, that's when they started telling us how they had given the money to Dr. Ogwel as a kickback, how he was hard on them. I did not sit. I went to Dr. Ogwel with Brigadier Genovie Kwaso. We talked to the gentleman. He denied. He promised he was going to open up a police case. I'm challenging Dr. Ogwel. If he ever kept that promise, let him share the police reference number. If he did, he promised he was going to open up a police case on this matter. That was 2021. This is 2023. I've never seen any police officer coming to ask me about the same. This is a clear evidence that he did not open up a police case. When we went to the National Council of Sports in that meeting, organized by him, we said all these. My colleagues here will bear me witness. Amina Mande and Madam Hajat admitted the 30 millions were given to Dr. Ogwel, but the person that gave the money to Dr. Ogwel was Mr. Mhumuza. Mr. Mhumuza disappeared from the gate. He did not come for a meeting. Yet we went with him. I went with him in my car, and he disappeared. He pretended he was called, someone had called him. He disappeared. So after that, when we returned here, we asked Mhumuza, why did you do that? He said, Dr. Ogwel called me and warned me not to appear. We told this to Dr. Ogwel. We also had another meeting where I had to go with the Board of Trustees. We were the National Council. Dr. Ogwel was there. The board members were there. I raised this matter again. Those people were so rude and harsh on me. They even reached an extent of threatening to throw me out. They called security. I'm challenging Dr. Ogwel. If what I'm saying is a lie, let him show us the police reference number that he opened up. I wrote a letter to Dr. Ogwel that I'm going to share with you today in 2021, telling him, seeking guidance from him, how should we go about this 30 million issue? that Mr. Mhums and my members claim they gave it to you as a kickback and it was allowances for the players. I'm challenging Dr. Ogwel. If what I'm saying are lies and he has nothing to do with the 30 millions, why did he give us the money for Namibia if he didn't clear that accountability? It is the only reason why we are not accessing funds, according to Dr. Ogwel. But me, the principal of this federation, I wrote to him. I've been saying this in all the meetings I've quoted here. Let him present the minutes of those meetings. Why did he give us the money for Namibia if South Africa was not cleared? Why did he not open up a police case as he had promised if he was not guilty? Why? Therefore, members, what I've said, what I said in 2021, I can say it now. I can say this in court. I can say this to everyone. I've told this to the IGG. I've told this to the CID. I've told this to the Honorable Minister. And I've not said it. I even said this actually when we were in the forum for all the presidents of the federations. So if I was lying, I wouldn't say the same things in all these forums. What has Dr. Ogwel done? So that's all I can say about that matter. I think I've done enough.